Dear students, welcome to the session. This is a session started especially for the students of class 6, 7 and 8 in the topic of rational numbers and fractions. Let us discuss a few topics related to rational numbers and fractions in the order. In a very first step, let us discuss what is the difference between a rational number and fraction. Both the fraction and rational number are in the form of p by q. For example, 2 by 3. Can we say this is a fraction? Can we say this is a rational number? How? Here, a number which can be written in the form of p by q, where p comma q are positive integers, then it is a fraction. Here 2 and 3 are both positive integers, therefore it is a fraction. But for rational numbers, a number which can be written in the form of p by q, where p and q are integers. Integers means they may be positive or negative. Here we can understand that if p and q are only positive, it is a fraction. If p and q are maybe positive or negative, but the denominator should be not equal to 0, such fractions with positive numerator, positive denominator, or fractions with either positive or negative, then it is a rational number. Here let's write the definition for fraction and rational number. Fraction. A number which can be written in the form p upon q, where p comma q are positive integers and q is not equal to 0. This is the definition of fractions. When we go to rational number, small difference, rational number. A number that can be written in the form of p by q, where p comma q are just integers and q is not equal to 0 or rational numbers. From this we understand all fractions are rational numbers, but all rational numbers are not fractions. Only positive rational numbers are fractions. A positive rational number means where the numerator and denominator both are positive. Such rational numbers are fractions, otherwise it is a rational number. Once again, all fractions are rational numbers, but all rational numbers are not fractions. Please remember. Now, here the first topic which I have marked is for the difference between fraction and rational number. Standard form of a rational number. Suppose a rational number is given, the number, it may be in the standard form or not. Whether it is in standard form or not, to do checking, we do like this. For example, 20 upon 35. P by Q, or it is in the form of a number in the form of P by Q, where P comma Q are integers and the denominator Q is not equal to 0. Therefore, it is a rational number. Since numerator and denominator both are positive, it is a fraction also. Here, there is a common factor between 20 and 35. Here, sometimes if the numbers are small, we can just see and tell whether there is a common factor or not. Suppose if the number is a bigger one, where we may not be able to find by seeing the number whether there is a common factor or not, that time we do like this. Here HCF of 20, 35. One time 20, remainder 15, This is 20, 1 time 15, this is 5, 15, 3 times, this is 5. HCF of 20, 35 is 5. Therefore, the largest common factor can be taken out or can be cancelled is 5. So, with this 5, we have to divide the numerator and denominator. HCF of 20, 35 is equal to 5. Therefore, on dividing numerator and the denominator by the HCF is equal to 5. 20 divided by 5, 35 divided by 5. This implies 20 by 5, 4, 35 by 5, 7. Therefore, 4 upon 7 is the standard form of the given number 20 upon 35. Suppose if the number is not having any common factor, we can say the number is already in standard form. 3 upon 7. This is a rational number where 3 and 7 are numerator and denominator. There is no common factor. Therefore, this is the rational number in standard form. Examples of rational numbers in standard form: minus 3 by 11, 5 upon 22, minus 3 upon minus 2, etc. They are all rational numbers. Rational number in standard form, rational number in standard form, rational number in standard form. But in this case, this is a rational number where numerator and denominator both are negative. Here, on cancelling the negative side, 3 by 2 is the standard form of this number. Here, in case of rational number, while writing in the standard form, first condition, we have to say that there is no common factor between the numerator and denominator, and second condition, the denominator should be always positive. For example, if the rational number is negative, minus 3 by 7, this is equal to 3 upon minus 7 also. If the denominator is given with the negative sign, it is not in standard form, it is in standard form. So, this can be written in standard form like this. Now, equivalent fractions, equivalent fraction or rational number. Suppose a given rational number or given fraction, there are infinitely many equivalent fractions. For example, 3 by 5 is a fraction. How we write infinitely many fractions, equivalent fractions to the given number? Suppose if you multiply numerator and denominator by 3 or by 2 or by 7, we will get one equivalent fraction. Here 3 by 5 is equal to 3 into 2 by 5 into 2. This is 6 upon 10. 6 upon 10 is the equivalent fraction of 3 upon 5. There is no rule that we have to multiply only by 2. Here numerator and denominator can be multiplied by any non-zero real number, positive real number. We can multiply numerator and denominator of a fraction by any non-zero or positive integer. Then we will get one fraction. Another equivalent fraction, same 3 by 5. If I multiply by 5, 15 upon 25 is also another equivalent fraction. Like that, you multiply numerator and denominator with different positive integers, we will be getting different equivalent numbers, equivalent fractions. All the equivalent fractions are equal to the given fraction. Means 3 by 5 and the equivalent fraction 6 by 10 are equal. 3 by 5 and the equivalent fraction 5 by 15 upon 25 are also equal. Given fraction, equivalent fractions, all are equal. As per the need, we sometimes write the equivalent fraction for some basic operations while doing. Now, we will do addition of fractions. Suppose the two fractions are having the equal denominator, it is the first and foremost method or the basic method or simple method how to add. 3 by 5 comma 7 by 5 are the two fractions where the two denominators are equal. While adding, there are certain children, they do addition for the numerator and for the denominator. We will never do addition in the denominator. We are not supposed to do any addition in the denominator. Addition is possible only in the numerators. If the two denominators are equal, then you take this 5 as the common denominator. Do addition in the numerator, 3 plus 7, this is 10 upon 5. If you want to write this in standard form, see if there is a common factor, cancel. 5 one time, 5 two times, this is 2 by 1 or 2, this is the answer. It's very easy if the denominators are equal. In case the denominators are not equal, we have different methods to do. If the denominators are not equal, we will write the fractions in the equivalent fraction in such a way where the two denominators are equal. For example, 3 upon 5 and 7 upon 12. The two denominators are unequal. This is in standard form because there is no common factor and positive denominator. This is also in standard form because here also there is no common factor and the denominator is positive. Now, whenever we come across this kind, what is the LCM of 5 and 12? LCM of 5 and 12, since there is no common factor, the product is the LCM. To get 60 in the denominator, first fraction 3 upon 5 is to be multiplied by, to get 60 in the denominator, multiply by 12. Here second denominator 7 upon 12 is also to be multiplied. To get denominator 60, this is to be multiplied by 5. Now this is 36 upon 60 plus 35 upon 60. Now we have made successfully the two fractions with equal denominator. In fact, this is the equivalent fraction of 3 upon 5. This is the equivalent fraction of 7 upon 12. Equivalent fractions are equal, that means this is equal to this and this is equal to this. When we add these two, whatever is the sum we get, it is exactly the same when we add these two given fractions. Here denominators are equal, so take the common denominator as 60 for the purpose of addition. Add only in the numerators. 36 plus 35, this is 71 upon 60 answer. Let us take another example where the LCM of the two denominators is not the product. Another example. This time, let us take two rational numbers. Addition of rational numbers or addition of fractions, exactly the same procedure. But see that the numbers are in standard form in the beginning. Here 3 upon 13 and 5 upon 26. Here the two denominators are 13 and 26. The 13 is the factor of 26 or 26 is a multiple of 13. Here LCM of these two is 26 because A and B are the two numbers in such a way A is a fraction of B or B is a fraction of A. The fraction smaller number, the factor A is a factor of B, B is a factor of A. The smaller number A, the factor is the HCF. Here 13 is the HCF and 26 is the LCM. Here to make the two rational numbers in with 26 denominator, 3 into 2 upon 13 into 2 plus 5 into 1 upon 26 into 1. This is 6 upon 26 and 5 upon 26. This is 6 plus 5 upon 26. Just like the previous case, the common denominator, this is 11 upon 26 is the answer. It's so simple. We will take another number where the rational number is not in standard form. Suppose if the two rational numbers are 5 upon 16 plus minus 3 upon minus 4. In case of this kind of numbers, the number with negative denominator is not in standard form. First and foremost step is to make this positive denominator. 5 upon 16 plus numerator denominator both when we multiply by minus 1, minus 3 will become plus 3, minus 4 will become plus 4. Here, of writing in standard form, the LCM of the two denominators, since 16 is a multiple of 4, here 16 is the common denominator. Now, let's write 5 upon 16 plus 3 upon 4 multiplied by 4 by 4, so that the denominator 4 4s are 16. This is 5 upon 16 plus 12 upon 16. This is equal to common denominator 16, 5 plus 12. This is 17 upon 16 answer. So see that the denominator is positive, and another one is see that there is no common factor between the numerator and denominator. This is a method of writing the two fractions or rational numbers with equal denominator, that is by writing the equivalent fractions. Suppose without finding equivalent fractions, if you want to do that method is in fact the second method, or most probably we use the method 5 upon 12 plus 3 upon 7 upon 18. Suppose if this is the number, when we want to do addition by taking LCM of 18 comma 12. 18 comma 12 while finding LCM, the bigger number is 18. So let us write multiplication table or the products we get in multiplication table of 18. 18, 36, 54, 17. Check 12. It's not, if 12 table we don't get 18. 12 table we will get 36. Therefore 36 is the LCM. So this is very most easy way of finding LCM. Bigger number 18, multiplication table of 18 with 12 table you check. 12 table 18, no. 12 table 36, yes. Therefore 36 is the LCM. Now, with 36 we do like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here 12 ones are 12. It's not 12. 12 twos are 24. It's not 24. 12 threes are 36. With 3. 12 threes are 36. Therefore 5 threes are 15. Hope you have understood. 12. 1, 2, 3, 4 simple integers are written. 12 ones are 12. No. 12 twos are 24. No. 12 threes are 36. Here it is 36. Yes. Therefore 5 threes are 15. Either cut or simply encircle. Similarly, 18 ones are 18. No. 18 twos are 36. Yes. 18 twos are 36. So 7 twos are 14. 18 twos are 36. 7 twos are 14. In between plus comes. This is 29 upon 36 answer. If there is any common factor, we have to cancel. Here there is no common factor. So this itself is the answer. So this is the method. It is to be remembered. If necessary, average children, 2 times you see the video, below average children, if you want, see 3 times or 4 times, as many times as you want, see and learn perfectly this method. Next, there is another method where the method is not suggested, but we will arrive at the answer. The method is like this. Same question, suppose if you want to do without finding LCM, the method it comes like this. If you want to find 5 by 12 plus 7 by 18, this is simple cross multiplication method. It's like, suppose if you want to go uphill, going into the valley and again climbing to the hill. This is the method. We will go to the hill, we will climb up the hill. But directly climbing the hill is different from going into the valley and then from valley to hill. This method is valley to hill. Not suggested, but if necessary, we can use. No wrong. The product of the two denominators 12 into 18. Product number 1. Product number 2. 18 into 5 or 5 into 18. Product number 3. 12 into 7. First product, the product of the two denominators. Product number 2 in the cross multiplication method, 5 18s. Product number 3, 12 7s. In between plus, you put plus. Now, 5 18s are 90, 12 7s are 84. In between plus, by 12 into 18, this is 180 plus 36, 216. Next, 90 plus 84 is 174 upon 216. Now, this answer, whatever we get, is not at all in standard form, means there is a common factor. The common factor is to be cut. For the purpose of doing common factors cancellation, either by HCF or some other method. On here, 16, 8 plus 4, 12, 3 and 2. 6 is the common factor. 6 2 times, 54, 6 9 times, 6 3 times 18, 36, 6 times. This is 29 upon 36. On cancelling the common factor 6, we get 29 upon 36 is the answer. Here, using equal denominators, using equivalent fractions is the first method. Second method is using LCM, and the third method is by doing cross multiplication. Cross multiplication method, if you do not have any idea of first and second method, if required, in case the denominators are smaller numbers, we can adopt, but the method you are supposed to know, but the method you are not supposed to use. Don't use if necessary without leaving the question. If you want to do, use this method. Thank you.